Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, it has been a while since I have done a movie review here on the channel. I've been busy because of work. I haven't had the chance to do it. However, I've been watching movies. I've been going to the movie theater. I've been streaming stuff here in the house, so I've been paying attention. And recently, we had Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and I was looking forward to it. Of course, I'm a big fan of the MCU. I have reviewed almost every film. I think I've reviewed every film in the MCU. So it is time for me to review this film, the good and the bad, what I like about it, what I didn't like about it, and ultimately I want to let you know if I think this is one of the best in the whole franchise or not. In the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. They're good. The first thing that I need to point out that I really like about this story here of the film here is the fact that we're getting a story of Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi has been in the comics in the 70s with Master of Kung Fu, the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. And the character has been a big part of in this case, the Marvel universe in comics. But it has been really unknown for most people that do not read the comics. A lot of people aren't totally unfamiliar with the character. It's not the same as when you talk about Captain America or Iron Man. Those are characters that people know, even people that don't care about comics. So I am glad that now Marvel Studios gets the chance to bring these characters that are obscure for most people. And now they get the chance to shine on the big screen. And I love the adaptation. You can nitpick things here and there about this whole story because it takes a lot of the cues from the comics, but it also makes its own thing. And it's more based on the modern comics rather than the 70s comics. But it's fine. It does pay homage to the character and the story and all the events that always, have been around the character. And that is a good thing. The second thing that I really like about this movie is the cast. And this is one thing that I would say about Marvel Studios with the MCU is that they have always managed to bring a fantastic composition of actors and actresses that really give a lot of gravitas to these characters. And this movie is no exception. This is, of course, it's a character that is based on Chinese lore. So they bring in a lot of Chinese American, whether British Chinese, or Chinese descent, or from China, actors from different parts of the world that are Chinese, and they are now part of this film. So it really pays homage, first and foremost, to the roots of the character, and it does it in a very respectful way, but these actors and actresses, they have a lot of weight. We have seen them in so many films throughout the years, and they really give life to the characters here. And I would say Simu, he is really good. He portrays, of course, Shang-Chi. I think he does a fantastic job. That's one thing, again, I love the MCU. They always bring these young actors and actresses to portray these characters, and they always pick the right people for it. And Awkwafina, I know people don't like her for some reason. They don't like her comedy. I have no problem with it. I enjoy her comedy. She's just a big part of the show, and she has a heart in the show, and I like that. I think that's the best thing. The whole cast, everyone, I think, is doing a fantastic job. Now, another great point about the film is that everything portrays, the whole story flows really, really well. I like that. I would say that I prefer the way this film flows and the story and the events and the message that it has more than I did with Black Widow. It feels better. The composition is better. The timing is better. It doesn't feel long. It doesn't feel short. It just feels perfect the way it is. It's really a nice, huge event. At the end, you have the big battle, but the timing is really good. It really takes time to explain things, but it doesn't bog itself down. And at the same time, it's not flowing too fast that you miss cues or important parts and aspects of the story. It does a good job in storytelling, and I love that. Also, the effects, of course, this is a big production from the Marvel Studios, so the effects are great. The whole CGI, when you watch in the movie theater, the whole effects, the big battle in the end, all of those things are really well done, and they keep you on your entertained. I'm telling you, I was watching the film from beginning to end. At some point, I was drinking a lot of soda. At some point, I wanted to go to the restroom, but I decided not to do it because I was missing some key elements of that. I didn't want to miss anything, so I watched it, the entirety of it. Of course, at the end, I have to pay the price. At the end of the film, I have to go for a long time to the restroom, but I was enjoying the whole experience. I think that's a really strong point of this film. The bad. Now it's time to talk about the bad. And yes, I can be here all day talking about the good things about this film because there were plenty. I really enjoyed my time watching this film. That doesn't mean that it was perfect. The biggest flaw of this film is the fact that it oversimplified things within the story. It makes it simpler for everyone that is watching just to make the experience smooth, so it doesn't bombard you with a lot of detail. And that's fine if you're really looking for an experience that you just want to put your mind at ease, you just want to enjoy the time, you don't need a lot of detail, you're good with that. But some people, and in my case, I am that way sometimes, I like details. I like certain aspects because I'm paying attention to the small details. And in this case, the film, there are a lot of events that happen here, but there's no explanation how they managed to go from point A to point B, how a character went to this part of the world, or how this character changed from this person to this person, how this person managed to get this done. So there are a lot of things that are not explained. And you know what? For the most part, you're not gonna pay attention. I think the movie does a good job in really kind of moving fast enough so you don't have to really start looking at those little details. But if you're paying close attention, you're going to find those things that are poorly explained. And that's something that happens all the time with the MCU. If you really watch every MCU movie, you're going to notice that a lot of things are not explained properly. However, the film does explain other aspects of the MCU, things that happened in the past, which is really a fun thing that it does. But it doesn't mean that everything is done to perfection. In conclusion, I'm telling you, I had a good time with my wife watching this film. I was looking forward to it. I didn't watch it on the first week they came out because I have to work and I was busy. I didn't get the chance. And the time when I had the chance, I was too tired to go to the movie theater. So when I have the opportunity, I was fully rested. I enjoy the opportunity to be there, and it was fun. And I'm telling you, I think this is one of the best MCU films that we have seen in recent years. Would I compare this to, I would say, the Captain America, the First Avenger, the Winter Soldier? Would I say that they are the same level? I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say that it's at the same level, but I would say that this is a great introduction to this character, the same way that they did with Black Panther. It is a phenomenal introduction to the character. It pays homage to the history of the character. It also pays tribute to Chinese American history, to Chinese history. It does it in a good way. It's respectful. It has a strong family message that I would say is great. Yeah, there are elements there that might be too strong for some children, but I would say, yeah, and there's some language from time to time, but for the most part, it's a great film that you can watch with the family. It is a really good film. I enjoy it. It's one of the best in the MCU. It's not at the top, but it is definitely one of the best in the whole franchise. So if I have to give this film a final score, in my book, it's an 8 out of 10, which is great in my opinion. It is a really good film. I enjoyed it. And it's good, and I'm glad that they made it, and I'm glad that this character is now part of the MCU, and he's gonna be a big part of it in the future. So that's a big plus. But what is your opinion, my friends? What do you think about the film? Do you like it? You didn't like it? Have you watched it? You're still waiting to watch it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care, and I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.